And we're back, not bad, Liverpool 2, Real Madrid 0 tonight in the Champions League. Now, I've called this video Attitude Adjustment, and it's not just so I can shoehorn a reference to the early 80s, mid-80s San Francisco crossover thrash band into a football video, although that certainly helps. Now, this is about the difference in attitude between Liverpool on Sunday against Southampton and tonight at Anfield against Real Madrid. Now, Sunday I was critical of the side for the approach that they had. I felt that they were overconfident, bordering on cocky, really, for that first, 50 minutes of the game or whatever it was. Ultimately, Liverpool got what they deserved out of that game. I felt they deserved to win. They sorted it out on the pitch, which is refreshing to see. But I thought they went about things in maybe an unprofessional manner. They kind of maybe taking things for granted a little bit. Tonight against Real Madrid was the polar opposite. This was the perfect, the quintessential professional football performance from Liverpool, doing exactly what was required to get over a depleted Real Madrid side, but one which still holds plenty of individual threat and a supreme manager. Darwin Núñez attitude fantastic from the off, had some great chances there, unlucky not to get a goal. Obviously he got a yellow card, surprised he stayed on the pitch for so long, but really I think the standout performer, both in what he was doing on the pitch and his ability to G up the players and the fans around him, was Conor Bradley tonight. I think he was involved in the key moments of the game for me tonight, and it was that tackle. You know, the tackle, the one on Mbappe. And I say it's the key moments, even more so than obviously he had an assist for the first goal there, but that moment there, I think, saw the people around him, the 55,000 or whatever Liverpool fans in the stadium, and the 10 players around him on the pitch. It took everything up a notch. It took the decibel levels up. It took the intensity up. And from that moment on, it never really dropped. It was a huge, huge moment. Absolutely beautiful tackle on Mbappe. Gets the ball cleanly, cleans him out, does everything you want to see. And to do that, have the technique to do it, the confidence to do it, absolutely fantastic. But Bradley really got everything going from that moment onwards. I think there was a sense of belief around that stadium there that just went to a different level, and that physicality saw Liverpool kind of borderline bully Madrid at times in the game. Not for the whole game, but at times the physicality was the big difference between the two sides, and the intensity was the big difference between the two sides in telling moments. Obviously lots of talking points and incidents in the game, brilliant goals, but really it was, for me, the big takeaway, as I say, was that professionalism from players all over the pitch. The midfield three in particular, fantastic. Curtis Jones, super mature performance. He's like taking his game to a different level. Him and McAllister really working well, pivoting well. Obviously Gravenberch is in a league of his own there, doing what he does. But yeah, ahead of him, Jones, McAllister. McAllister's cool-headed, knitting things together. Jones having a bit more aggression, taking things to the other team, leading the press, all this kind of stuff. But really, really good on the ball as well. Really positive, but never wanting to give the ball away. Absolutely fantastic. Konate, Van Dijk, just ridiculous again. You know them, you've seen them week in, week out, and it was just another one of those performances from both of them. Managed to keep Mbappe quiet when he came a bit more central. Kelleher in goal. I mean, no one's really talking about Liverpool having injuries this season. We've been without the best goalkeeper in the world for a long time. Kelleher comes in, it's just another fantastic performance from him. You saw the game, it's all throughout the pitches, all these great performances. I think it was interesting to see the goal, actually. I think after Liverpool maybe having a bit of that Jurgen Klopp DNA, especially in European home games where they're taking things up a notch. The crowd gets involved there, and they have that 10-12 minute period of red mist. We had a bit of that. We didn't score, but we did score from something a little bit more considered. Jones bringing inside, some great work by McAllister. Conor Bradley steps up, great assist. McAllister, great goal. It was a bit more on a slot than Jurgen Klopp. But what was interesting in that moment was seeing Conor Bradley take up these kind of inside right positions maybe, and he had the great chance with the header, but he went on a great run coming from a similar position. He's moving inside from right back, but not really in the way that Trent does. You know, we're seeing a different way of doing it. Trent obviously likes to get on the ball, control the tempo of the game. Not really what we're seeing from Conor Bradley. Is just being an extra body up there because he was getting such an easy ride from Mbappe. You know, he wasn't getting tracked. He found himself with the ability to move inside there, and ultimately he had an positive effect on the game with a great little assist from McAllister, who just kind of passes the ball in. Moment of cool from McAllister. Great second goal from Gakpo. I mean, it was a great performance, and I think it was also a bit of a preview for maybe kind of thing we're going to see on Sunday against Man City. I think they will approach the game in a similar way. You know, they will play 4-4-2 compact, out of possession. They'll probably sit deep. They'll look to attack Liverpool on the break. These are the kind of things that Real Madrid were doing tonight. They were happy to see possession to Liverpool. I think the same will be from Man City on Sunday. They will be happy to let Liverpool have the ball in a way that you barely ever see from Man City, except maybe when they come to Anfield now and again. They kind of do it, and I think we'll see that. So tonight it was just a perfect game, obviously, to stay top of the Champions League group, this initial format, but also absolutely perfect preparation for Sunday's match against Manchester City. If Liverpool can get through that, I think it's would be another massive statement of intent, like tonight was. It was a huge statement of intent. At some point, people around the league and around Europe are going to start taking Liverpool seriously in a way that I don't think they do just yet. Maybe people are thinking it's maybe a little bit more about running on momentum rather than really being a great side. And I think we put in some really brilliant performances tonight. It was one of the best. As I say, a real statement of intent from Arne Slot and his team. And he's collecting scalps left, right and centre really this season. And hopefully we'll get another one on Sunday. And then maybe next Wednesday we've got Newcastle as well. Actually, before that, there's just games coming thick and fast. But it's a fantastic time to be a Liverpool fan. So drink it in, enjoy a little bit of revenge against Madrid, because we owe them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, however many times they've knocked us out of Europe, over the past decade. I think it might be 4 times they've knocked us out. So it was great to get one back on them. Not so much for what it does in the Champions League format, but I think it just shows people that this is a side that needs to be respected. I don't think that's really happened yet, but now people know who Arne Slot's Liverpool is. Up the Reds.